I'm going to go up to my history panel and just go back to the beginning so that we're back to here. And this time what we're going to do is have a look at some of the more unique brushes. Now you'll notice here we've got a pencil. If I select that and draw with the mouse, it kind of looks a bit more textured, but not really that much. If I make the brush a bit bigger, you can see we are definitely getting a texture, but it's still an even weight throughout the whole thing. If I pick up my pen instead, I can draw a light pencil stroke and then shade it in a little bit darker over here, and then go back to a lighter stroke. So for adding things like shading and layering up colour, the pen is so much better. You can even create kind of hatching effects like that. So that's a pencil. We've also got other types of pencil in there. We've got charcoal, and that gives us a much kind of more textured stroke, kind of charcoal effect. And if I press lightly, it's almost looking quite crayon-like. At any time I can go and adjust my brush settings as well over here. So I've got what's called shape dynamics. So I could say I want the size to jitter about a little bit more so that it's not such an even size. And you'll see the brush down here is updating to show me what that's going to look like. So you can decide what's controlled by each of the aspects of the brush. So if I draw again, you'll notice it's just a little bit more jittery than it was before. Okay. So what I recommend is trying out some of the brushes. You can either select them down here. There are dry media brushes. We had a look at the pencils and the charcoal. Got one like this, which is another pastel brush, which is really nice. It looks like you're drawing on textured paper. We've got wet media brushes. Things like a wet blender brush, which you can use to kind of blend things together. So you can use that on top of existing paint to kind of smudge it and get really nice watery kind of effects. Or you've got oil paint brushes. If I choose a different colour, paint with that, you'll notice it's now picking up some of the blue, but painting the orange as if it's a nice thick oil paint. So there's lots of different brushes that you can play around with and experiment with. But as I said, I really recommend the pen, because as soon as you use the mouse, it goes back to really kind of hard edges, and it's much more difficult to get something more organic like this.